All right, let's now shift our attention to what is happening in South Africa. South Africa appears to be in the middle of a power crisis, and winter, of course, is looming large. And this has created a lot of problems, especially for a town that has decided to install solar plants. But that, of course, has rattled the state-owned power utility company Eskom. The company has now taken the community to court. The town now has to forego the desperately needed solar power to Eskom. And WION's Calden Om, who is presently in Johannesburg, gets you the story.
Frankfurt, a farming community of around 5,800 people located 140 kilometers south of Johannesburg, started using locally produced energy in February this year to lessen the impact of crippling nationwide power cuts that can last up to 12 hours a day. But it seems like this did not sit very well with Eskom, resulting in a court case, which the country's power utility won on a technicality last month. This has compelled the locals to sit in the dark during outages like everybody else.
The court refusing us, or Eskom refusing us to continue with this, it means load shedding. And with load shedding, it means that the businesses won't have, some of them will have to consider closing shop, because then they will be reliant on diesel, which is expensive, and that will mean job losses for the community of Mafube.
The independent power distributor says that instead of Eskom being happy that smaller towns are taking initiative to lessen the power utilities burden, they are getting punished.
If all the small towns in the country, or I don't know how many towns we've got, start who are having access to such sun farms, and they start doing the same on the same basis, can you imagine how much relief Eskom can have?
South Africa has experienced power cuts every day this year, except for 2 days. Several businesses had to be closed down due to losses, and those that are still managing says it's a matter of survival now.
We cannot allow Eskom and NERSA to prevent us from solving the problem that was created by Eskom. They can't produce any electricity, and we are not allowed to use the electricity that we produce. It doesn't make sense.
One frustrated poultry farmer in the community said that he has lost thousands of chickens so far due to the current electricity crisis.
We have lost chickens. It was cycle 1. It was in January. I lost, I think, about 5, not exact, but it's plus or minus 5,000 chickens in both 3 houses. In a house, it was high mortality in house 1, high mortality in house 2, high mortality in house 3 due to load shedding.
Experts have predicted that in 2 years' time, Eskom could become the minority supplier of South African electricity, overtaken by other suppliers, including big companies and rooftop solar installations. The power utility has said the country will not experience a grid collapse, but citizens who face power cuts daily think otherwise. This is Calden Om from Johannesburg, South Africa. For WION, World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.